Alright everyone, welcome to another episode of The Urban Gardener. Now I know the siren clip there was probably just a little too extreme for this story, but it finally happened. So I'd already kind of had an idea that somebody, one of my neighbors or someone walking by or passing by was going to call in and say, hey, what is that up there on the roof? What are those? Well, if you can't tell or don't know or understand what marijuana looks like, you should probably be a little bit more sure before you call the police and ask them to take a look into somebody's rooftop garden. So anyways, we had that happen the other day, as many people who are now on the vlog who have subscribed recently. We did get a lot of subscribers from a post I did the other day where I had described what happened here. Now, I wasn't here when it happened, so I wasn't able to video record it at all, but I did share a post talking about the experience, and it seems to have caught the attention of a lot of people. We've gained a few subscribers, so I welcome all of you to the vlog right now who've come in to check out what's going on. But really, just to explain it all, had a neighbor call in and express some concern about the peppers growing up on the rooftop, and basically a Medford police officer had showed up to the house to ask to check out what was growing up on my rooftop. And I'm sure to their surprise that they were just some of the very dangerously hot, super hot peppers growing up there. But nope, not the marijuana that they were worried about, even though it is legal in the state of Oregon. Here in my city, though, we had a vote locally in this last election, and basically the citizens voted to say no growing within city limits. So it is not legal to grow marijuana in the city limits of Medford here in Southern Oregon. But it is legal statewide, and isn't a criminal offense or whatever. So it wasn't going to be that big of a deal in the long run to just kind of give the officer a chance to take a look and see. As they can tell by just walking by here in the alleyway, you can take a look right up and tell that they're not marijuana plants. So investigation over. They're just super hot peppers. I hope that whoever it was that called comes by maybe sometime and checks them out for themselves, maybe even takes a taste test of their own. That would be fun to see. Well, anyways, what we're going to do today real quick is we're going to get up there. I'm going to give them a chance, give them a watering right now, because some of them are kind of desperate right now. It is a very hot day today right now. I'm going to give them a watering. We're going to fill up the base of the water wicking buckets, and then I'm also going to apply some fish fertilizer from the top as well. We'll get them nice and watered up and hydrated, and we'll just get them ready to take on the heat of the day here. It's a really warm part of the summer, so got to make sure that they're staying hydrated. We'll get up there, you'll be able to tell the reason why. We've got some of them that are kind of limping out a little bit in the sun, but we'll fix that. So we'll get up there and I will show you some of these pepper plants. I haven't been up there actually for a couple of days. I've been working, so I'm really kind of excited myself to kind of get up there and check out and see what kind of pods we've got growing and see how they're doing, more so up close than from this vantage point, which I'm constantly looking at them from. I try not to climb up the ladder as often as I can. So we're going to get up there. We're going to go and give them a nice watering and fertilizing. Basically go check out and see how they're doing. Let's get growing. So now we're up on the rooftop. we're going to get a closer look at these peppers growing right now. And as I said before, it's been a little while since I've been up here, and we can see in the background already some of these plants are really kind of suffering from some heat exhaustion today. They're probably a little low on the water that they've been given. It's a little all right to let your peppers dry out a little bit, but I don't know, I shouldn't push it too much. So we're gonna get back there right now. I'm gonna water them in right now. We're gonna fill in the base of the the self-watering, water-wicking buckets that we got here. So we'll fill in the base by just pouring in some water through our funnel that we got here. We'll put the water in, fill it up until water starts coming out of the bottom there. We'll get these all watered in real quick so they get a quick drink, and after that we'll put in some of our fertilizer, and we'll give them a top watering down as well with some fertilizer as well. And that ought to get them perked right back up here. Real quick, another thing to remember on these really hot days in the summertime, if you got a really long hose or you're out there and you're just getting started watering, you got to remember that inside of that hose is some really, really hot water. So one of the things I do before I start watering any of my plants, especially at this time of day, is I make sure that I flush out my hose so that all that hot water gets flowed through, and I start getting some nice cool water before I start putting that into the plants, even for the base of these water wicking buckets as well. Okay. So we just completed watering out the base of our water wicking buckets, so they're nice and full and everything. Now I'm going to go through and we're going to give them a bit of fertilizer. What I use is a fish fertilizer for a weekly feeding that I give the plants. Now I try to keep on that weekly feeding, but as I said, it's been a little while. I think I stretched that a few days. That's why they're looking a little frail at the moment, but after this feeding I'm sure they're going to be in tip-top shape. And we'll get to doing that. It's a Alaska fish fertilizer. You can find this at most of your garden centers, Walmart, places like that, you know, carry this pretty much everywhere. So I give this a little bit of to each plant, and that's what we'll get doing real quick here. We'll get that done, and then here in a few moments we'll kind of take a look around at each one of these plants that we got up here. Okay. So this fertilizer says to use about 2 tablespoons per gallon. We've got a 5-gallon bucket, so let's see. That looks like it'll do. All right, and that's one thing about using fertilizers, especially organic fertilizers. They really smell. And boy, this stuff really, really stinks. But boy, the plants really, really love it. They really love it. We try to do this without making too much of a mess. that takes care of our feeding with our fertilizer and watering them out. Let's get down and take a look at each one of these peppers and see how well they're doing. All right, we'll start down here at the end. We got right here a poblano already putting off a pod here. I think there's another one there. Yep. So starting to put off some pods. It is one of those plants, as I was mentioning, that are kind of getting wilted under the heat today. I can already tell though from what it was earlier, they're already starting to kind of pop back a little bit from the watering and the fertilizing. So they should be up to tip-top shape here real soon. Yep, starting to get some pods off of those. And the poblano. Over here I've got another poblano. Trying to see if we can find. There's a couple of pods wanting to form yet, but not quite anything yet. And I think that's going to be the case with most of the peppers here, because you know they are still just trying to get through the heat of the summer right now. I've noticed a little bit of pod dropping, which I'm sure is from the heat as well, but a lot of these plants are also doing really, really well. This nice large bell pepper here. What we got here are ahi pineapple. Still not seeing very many flowers quite yet or pods forming. Here, Sugar Rush Peach. This is one I really want to see. Check out the Sugar Rush Peach. This is one of the plants that I got from Chris Bransdahl from Norway. Plant's looking really nice. Looking really, really green. What do we got here? This one's just a jalapeno, which I suspect should start really popping off some pods really soon. Lots of flowers in there. Let's see, what do we got here? We got a peach Congo. Looking really green, stems are looking really nice. Seeing lots of flowers in there. So we should be getting some pods forming real soon on that one. I don't see anything quite yet, but like I said, we're still going to be probably a couple of weeks out on most of these still anyways. Let's see here, we got 7-pod Jonah. This one here, oh, if you remember early in the vlogs, if I can find the clip here. Except for my one here. It's just a little too small still, but he's my only one of that kind anyways, so he's gotta make it. He's gotta make it. Yeah, that one was really, really having a hard time growing, and look at it now. I mean, just looking really nice, really nice, really nice. Let's see here, what do we got in this one here? This one is a variety I tried growing last year. I had some seed left over. It didn't do well for me last year. I wanted to check it out as one of the hots that I wanted to grow. It's called a Devil's Brain. You can see some flowers and everything forming, but still leaves and the plants look really nice. So we should be looking forward to some really nice growth out of that. This one's one I wanted to grow for the shape of the pod. They call it a Star of Turkey. It was one of the strongest growing starts that I had this season. The plant's looking really nice so far. Oh, this one here which I've been noticing with one of my other ones I have too, is it's still got some really yellow in the leaves, but a lot of the new ones here coming in nice and dark and strong and green. We got some flowers trying to form in there, but that's our Carolina Reaper, so we'll keep an eye on that one there. Hopefully we get some really nice looking pods out of that with some really nice looking stingers. And yellow Scotch bonnet. Let's see here, this one here. Try to get that tag in there. Oh, another one of the ones I got from Chris Bransdahl, the Santa Fe Grande. Lots of little flowers on there, and you can already tell there's some pods forming. Look, we even got some right there. There's a nice pod right there already coming in. Look at that. How nice is that? We got some pods. All right. Excellent, excellent. I see another one or two in there forming as well. That's excellent. All right, let's come back over here. See which one we got in here. Oh, this is the Ahi Rainforest. Another one of the Ahi varieties. I'm really looking forward to seeing how those pods turn out. Not seeing any yet. Soon, soon, soon. All right. Oh, this one's got some pods on already. I can tell. I don't have to look. This one here's my Cuban L variety. Another one of the sweet peppers. There. Yeah. Got some nice little pods forming up right there. And another one right there. Okay, this one here's another Cuban L. And this one I'm not seeing any pods forming quite yet, so keep an eye out on those still. This is a long sweet pepper variety here. Got a pod right there coming in. This one's got kind of a French name called Dos des Landes. Got this from another YouTube garden grower, someone I'll talk about a little bit later. An Italian orange, we do got some pods forming on too as well. Yeah. And a couple more of our varieties here. This is our chocolate habanero. An orange habanero. So it's still not seeing any pods forming yet. This one here. This one here, yes, this one is the Apache. And it looks like we're starting to get some pods coming out of it, but it has got a ton, I mean a ton of flowers. So there's some pods forming in there as well. This one here being a semi-hot variety, hot, semi-hot variety, I think somewhere around 80,000 Scoville rating. And talking with another YouTube garden vlogger, someone I like to give a real big shout out to, and that's Dave Schramm at Growing at Home West Virginia. I'm going to put a link down below in this video to his vlogs. He does some really great things with him and his pepper project and business he has at his home, and grows out at his church as well. Has some great videos and a ton of pepper knowledge. I really encourage anybody who wants some really great information on peppers to go check out Dave's channel, Grown at Home in West Virginia. Just an awesome vlogger too as well. Great guy. Really appreciate all of the advice and input he's given me so far as an early viewer to my channel. All right, so as we can tell, everything is going really great here. I mean, one of the things that Dave was telling me in one of his videos recently, he was talking about the green. You can really tell when your plants are really getting going, when those leaves and this start getting really green. So I can tell right now that a lot of these plants are actually got their roots down in there, and they're really drinking, and they're really getting and taking in a lot of this fertilization. We're getting some really good green growth, getting a lot of flowering going on. Like I said, it's the heat of the summer, so we'll just have to keep an eye on more pod development. So also, one more note, and let's talk about our visit by the local police department just the other day, which has really gotten a real chuckle out of me personally. I really, like I said, wish I was here when it happened. I would have videotaped it all. I really wish I had had that conversation with the authorities when they were finding out that these were actually pepper plants that were growing up here. They are, though, as I've had to talk to in a lot of comments on the Facebook post and everything, up on a carport. They're able to be seen by a lot of people. So let's take a look around here, 360 here. I got neighbors over this way who can see it. Neighbors over here this way, on over here. You know, so I suspect that it could be any one of them. Now, neighbors like ones I have up over here, they know what I'm doing. They understand that there's peppers growing. My neighbor right here next to me also knows that there are peppers that are growing up here. And of course, I've got my neighbor right here who grows his alleyway garden and everything. And we talk all the time, so he knows that I'm growing peppers up here. So there's a few suspicions that I have around here of people who could be giving a call in wondering what the heck it is that I got going up here. So again, I really wish that we had gotten the video on that. It was a really incredible response, though, that I got from everybody on Facebook. It was something I wasn't really prepared for. I thought it was just kind of funny. Let's share this around on a few of the Facebook groups I'm a part of, and you know, just kind of see what people think. But it's been the most popular post I've ever posted in all of doing this garden vlog so far. People are sharing it. And like I said, we've gained several new subscribers to the channel so far. So like I said, another shout out to you who are joining in with me right now and joining in with us on this garden adventure here. I'm really glad that you've come along to check out things. I hope you've enjoyed this quick rooftop pepper update and a little further explanation on that post. That should about do it for us for today's episode and 2017 growing peppers update, or update on the rooftop peppers here. Everything seems to be growing along very well. So hopefully here coming up real soon we'll have some great harvest episodes. We got plenty of flowering going on. We got some small amount of pod development, so hopefully that'll be coming up here real soon with another update that we got going on. And like I said, we'll be checking out some of those other pepper plants that we have down at the community garden here coming up in the upcoming episode. We'll have a garden tour where we'll take you around and check out all the other things growing on here at the gardens. Okay, so if you really like this video, please give me a thumbs up. If you have any questions, comments, or any suggestions at all about anything you've seen here growing on today, please hit me up in the comment section below. I'd really love to hear from some viewers about what they think about what we got going on. So please give me some comments below. And for all of you new subscribers, it'd be nice to hear from you as well. And for those of you who haven't had a chance to subscribe yet, hit that button below and follow along with upcoming episodes. So until the next episode, we'll see you again on The Urban Gardener. right, so how does that sound? Is this gonna work?